конченое ничтожество. Я никчемная тварь, блядь, уебищная, но я, блядь, красив в этом. Я уникален, и в этом моя суть.
Native TikTok and allies, I desperately need you to get this message out to as many people as possible using your powers. We have an epidemic, a crisis of missing and murdered indigenous women right now happening in South Dakota. Representing only 9% of the entire population of South Dakota, out of 109 missing people, 77 are indigenous women. This is not being reported on national media. Our voices are not being heard on this issue.
Signing thank you cards to go out with orders from the Lemonade Puppy Shop. Giselle and Flower are the cover stars. I don't think I've properly thanked you all for the amount of support I've gotten over the past few weeks. So, thank you. I've always struggled with getting my art out there, but this account has made that possible. All done.
Hey, come on, you lazy, wake up. Hey, come on, take your drums. Hey, come on, you lazy, wake up. Hey, come on, play nurse. Hey, come on, you lazy, wake up. Hey, come on, take your drums. Hey, come on, you lazy, wake up. Hey, come on, play nurse. Hey, come on, wake up. Hey, come on, your drums. Hey, come on, wake up. Hey, come on, all night. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Hey.
I've heard people talk in the past about intuitive art making, which is this idea that you're just making art not based off of any type of plan or aesthetic goal, but you're just making art like without even thinking about it. It's like opening up your mouth to speak and having no idea where your sentence is going to end. And I feel like that's like a really wonderful way to make art in some ways, and you know, not a great way to make art all the time, I think, but this is an example of me doing that in a kind of collage, paint markery, sketchy style, this kind of fractured, broken down, weird face. One of my favorite methods of just sticking tape to stuff and drawing onto it. I just think it looks so cute too, to just draw little teeth and hearts and stars on something so weird. I don't know.
Like she was when she was beautiful. She signed the letter.
This is my OC-do. This is how they went from this to this.
My name, my age, my favorite color, my height, my sign, do I have a lover?
So, the devil is a lie. Them other girls can't compete with mine. You do it so good, you fuck my mind. You pull it out, then you open wide. You make
I've waited 100 years, and I'd wait.
No matter what happens, though, I promise that I'll protect you.
If you were a boy, I might actually have fallen for you if you weren't careful.
Come on. Well, maybe I'm the one who should have a crush on you.
Story time. Staying at the hospital turned me into a rat, a three-part tale. 1. I realize my eyebrows are ungroomed and struggle to accept my rat form. A nice nurse gifts me a pair of tweezers and tells me I can keep them. I tell her that this is the first time I have ever experienced such kindness in all my life. 2. Whenever I underwent a procedure, I chanted to stay calm. The problem is that I only have 3 things memorized. The first is Archo, a banger of a song, but I'm not about to chant 5'4" black hair never had her dad there every time a nurse draws my blood. Second is my song Take My Hand, but it feels kinda scary to say take my hand during a procedure, so that only leaves one option, something my French high school teacher had us memorize, La Déclaration Universelle des Droits de l'Homme. So I chanted the importance of fraternity in French every time I had a procedure. 3. Can you tell already that vanity is a theme in the series? I'm not strong enough to shower, so a kind nurse brings me a very large hat that is supposed to clean my hair. After, I somehow managed to look even more like a rat than I did before. Instead of looking like I'd been in bed in a hospital for a week, I looked like I had been in bed in a hospital for a month. I embraced my rat form.
Yamma yamma mamma llama gamma goof and yamma bebop yabba da babba when the beat drop yabba dabba doo bop yabba da babba da wada woo wop a woo wada suwada mala woo wop a lu wada suwada mama woo wop yabba
Let me out.
Can we just take a second to talk about how subcultures that were born out of poverty, like grunge and punk, have now been commodified and gentrified to the extent that you've got kids now wanting to take part in the subculture, saying that they can't afford to look the part. Like, how fucked is that? Like, the reason, you know, flannel and baggy jeans and shit was so big in grunge was because it was affordable. That's what you could buy with, like, no money. That's why it was the look. The reason punk was so big on leather was because the fucking greaser subculture and bikey subculture had died out, and so they could get second-hand leather jackets for cheap. And now you've got fucking, like, Dolls Kill and all these bourgeois brands fucking building off this image of counterculture.
Long as you're next to me, just the two of us.
Meet me at a spot, call a vibe. Baby, are you coming for the ride? I just wanna
yamma da mamma llama gamma goof and yamma bebop yabba da babba when the beat drop yabba dabba doo bop yabba da babba da wada woo wop a woo wada suwada mala woo wop a lu wada suwada mama woo wop yabba